Hey everybody, it's Patsy, and I was led to come and do this reading for Taurus or anyone else who's drawn to this um, video. They said it's for Taurus. Their birthday is next on the hit parade, and I always leave them for last. And actually, what they said is Taurus gets a break because they're always last. That's what they said at 11:49 today, and it is 4/15/19, so April 15th. So tax day. Maybe that's why, because this is about pentacles, business, money. So they need a break. You're paying a lot of taxes today, or rushing around to get your taxes done at the last minute. In the United States, this is tax day, so maybe that's it. Maybe you all are feeling anxious about something. I don't know, but I was told to read from the Acts of Faith book for today, and Acts of Faith is Daily Meditations for People of Color by Iyanla VANZANT. All right, but this is for anyone. April 15th. In a moment of a decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing to do. The worst thing you can do is nothing. Theodore Roosevelt. So, again, this may have to do with your business dealings, with your filing your taxes today, paying for it, taking it in, not filing for the extension by the end of the day. So, in a moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing to do. The worst thing you can do is nothing. We always want to do the right thing, but we do the wrong thing when we do not make a decision about what to do. Decisions have power. Decisions have force. They usually take us to the exact place we need to be, exactly the way we need to get there. It is the wavering back and forth that's dangerous. It places us at the mercy of events. We fall prey to the choices people make for us. Since time and opportunities wait for no one, our lives will not stand still until we figure out what to do. The rightness of a decision is based on our ability to make the decision. When we weigh what we want against what we will have to do, a decision can be an effortless event. We must know what we will and will not do. We must know what we will and will not do, what we can do and choose not to do, and decide in harmony with the things we know. The freedom from making a decision can only come after we have made the decision. And the affirmation for today is, today I decide to be free from all decisions. Ashe. Again, this is from Acts of Faith by Iyanla VANZANT. And so they're like daily meditations, and different dates have different quotations. And it's just so happened the last few days, and that was Theodore Roosevelt, the initial quotation. In a moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing to do. The worst thing you can do is nothing. And I have been thinking about an FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was a president later on, who was a cousin of Theodore Roosevelt's. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And the connection there just came to me is Theodore Roosevelt was the president that built the canal zone. Basically, like, he was the president while the canal zone was under construction by the United States after France had abandoned the project. And FDR, so that was a monumental thing in the history of the United States. And FDR, his cousin, years later was the president when Pearl Harbor was attacked, right? And that's when he said that the only thing that we have to fear is fear itself. So indecision and fear may be related for some of you. Okay, maybe you are being indecisive because you are afraid to make a decision or afraid to express your decision. Maybe for some of you, you're afraid to change your mind about a decision. For others, maybe you don't have all the facts, so you can't make a decision, and you feel that the facts are being kept from you, or you have the facts, you're just not seeing that you have all that you need. Okay, for some of you, you may not think that you have all the facts, but what you already do have is enough for you to make a decision. Okay, that sounded a little chastising. So, also the song. Let me get that out the way too. All morning long and yesterday was Tonight is the Night by Betty Wright. That's a song from the 70s, I believe. And it's just put in Tonight is the Night, Betty Wright, WRIGHT. You'll see it, you'll hear it. And that may be relevant to some of you. I'll try to put a link to it in description information below, along with the information about the cards that I'm using, I think, because I don't know what it is, but they just said to give you this information. Now, the affirmation is, today I decide to be free of all decisions. Now, the message that Spirit said was synchronicities. And the message is that the numbers are no longer prompts for, I can't read my own handwriting when they do this. The numbers are no longer for prompts, meaning you will see numbers in synchronicities because you're at the level where the goal is getting closer. The synchronicities are just encouraging you as you go upon the path. Each movement that reinforces your lessons and use of the tools is being applauded by the synchronicities. Okay, so synchronicities is just like, okay, you're doing it good. You're good, good, good. It doesn't mean that you need to go and look up the particular number in the, Google it or look it up in the book, or just go by what that definition means for you normally. They're saying that at this state that you're at this place on your journey that you are, you're going to see synchronicities all the time because you just create synchronicities. It's just, your ancestors are encouraging you, and so whenever they know that you're going to have the opportunity to look at a number, they make sure that you look at the number at the time that there will be a syncretic appearance or sequence. And so it's like they're kind of like you're going along the racetrack and they're just making sure that you can see them in the stands. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. And as I was saying, that this first card that fell here out of the deck, the Archangel Michael, Tarot is 14, solutions. Archangel Zadkiel. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. Forgiving and healing energies. Okay. Solutions. Okay. So for some of you, maybe whatever messages is the solutions that are going to help you with your decisions, solutions that you are struggling with. Okay. Now, the bells and whistles and sounds that you hear around you are confirmation of messages. So I guess right now the way that they have been, for some of you, the way that they have been communicating with you has been through synchronicities and noises and sounds. And they're saying the sounds is still the way that they will approach you or communicate with you. But the numbers, those synchronicities are just them encouraging you. So it's two different things. Sounds are confirmations of messages that you receive or your intuition. Okay. Sounds are confirmation of your intuition or messages that you receive from others. Okay. Have a way you take it in and process it. When you process it the way they want you to, ding. Or appropriately, ding. Or they want you to pay attention to it, you'll hear something. A bang. Like I just heard. 2 bangs. Okay, so for some of you, that's what's going to be happening. The numbers is just, don't drive yourself crazy with the numbers, they say. Don't drive yourself crazy with the numbers because you are co-creating and you're at the level where you will be seeing sequences, sequential numbers. They'll tell you when a number is relevant. You'll know. But for the most part, don't worry about that. It'll be too much, they said. Because you'll see it so much because you are doing your work. You are at that place. Let's see. Is that all they said? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the next card that fell from the deck while I was talking was Page of Michael. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, and blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents thoroughly. So, contracts, documents, speaking up, taking your time, asking the questions that you about things you don't understand, and speaking the truth about the things that you do understand. Being honest and open, using wisdom. And allowing your dark side to come to your defense, come to your assistance, or to show a little of your dark side in these negotiations. Tap into testing out your ability to use your intuition along with your shadow side as you make these blunt decisions or these blunt statements For some of you, the darkness is what's going to help you be more perceptive, because you're going to be able to look at a situation without rose-colored glasses now. Because you're aware of the darkness of the situation, you're looking at it with that in mind, not naively. Okay. Okay. And then we got the Ten of Ariel. So this is like Ten of Pentacles. There is so much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rewarding and rich family life. So this has something to do with your stability, your desire for this stability. Maybe you're buying a home, and that is the contract, and that's the solutions. Compromising, self-control and patience, the negotiations about buying a home or investing. Checking your budget, creating a budget so that you can, okay, maybe there's a situation with money, and so the solution will be to sit down with a financial advisor or an accountant, or just with your family members, your partners, talk about the bills, who's supposed to be doing what, who's giving what, and be straight. And if somebody's not holding up their end of the bargain, you may have to renegotiate it. And it may be challenging, but it's good, because it's showing you what you're capable of doing, that you can stand your own, and you can be as, business with people that you love. And understand and realize that if the shoes were on the other foot, they would be being blunt and businesslike with you. Sometimes people overplay themselves because they feel that they have a special relationship that you acknowledge and they acknowledge, but they also have an agenda that you may not have, or you both may have agendas. So don't even be, if you and this person get along so well, Spirit said, and you agree, and you're going into business together, or whatever this negotiations may be, understand that the same way you all match so well what you see, you also match so well in what you don't see. There's a shadow side that is complementary to them, to you, to your shadow side. That's why you're drawn to each other as partners. Business. So don't put anything past anyone, they said. You have a dark side, and the part of the awakening was you being aware of it, attuned to it, working with it, accepting it. And they just want to reassure you that you are not the only one with a dark side around you. We all have dark sides. But in this situations that you're being drawn to as you go on your path, remember that when you're dealing with, take into account everyone's dark side, they said. Take everyone's dark side into account. Then we got the Three of Gabriel. So this is someone who has expectations because they have planned wisely. There will be prosperity coming from their previous planning, and it's time to take the next step. Plans that turn out as expected. So when you maybe initially made the investment in this, it was a good decision and it was wise, and it's coming towards you now. Okay. And but they're saying not to stop, not to rest on your laurels. All right. You're on a good energy right now. So now let's go to the next step. Okay. So you've put in your work. You've made your plans for retirement or for shelter for yourself, your family, or arrangements for those that you love. And you're good. You have a lot to be grateful for. Please be grateful for that. All right. Don't forget to be grateful. Okay. Some of you need to make offerings. Some of you need to take something to the water, some fruit to the sea, some fruit, some rum, some cigars, something to the water. If you're near the salt water, definitely. If you can't get near the salt water, just go to the sweet water, ocean. We'll take it. And King of Michael. Wisdom and objectivity are important. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So again, you are being told, and this is a progression from a page to a king. All right. So you are, I think what is saying that the prosperity is going to give you confidence. And that's when you're going to be able to make more decisions. This is the solution. The solution to what it is that may be troubling some of you all is being honest and open to all possibilities, looking at a situation from all points of view, and also understanding that everybody might have an ulterior motive as well as you. But it's a challenge and it's exciting and you can do it. Just make sure that you pay attention, review all contracts very thoroughly. And there will be, or there has been, some success. So maybe an investment that you have put away or some money that you've come into needs to be invested. They're telling you to pay attention to that for some of you. Okay, but be objective, compromise where you need to. Ashe, now I got a ding. Okay, and forgive and heal. All right, don't hold on to any past resentments and allow yourself to heal, not to fly off the handle, and just objective compromise, not emotional compromise. Okay, looking at everything as it is with facts, right? There will be prosperity that's going to come from this. So this is talking about some recent previous events, past, recent, like not, I don't know. It's an investment, whatever. You got some money, you put it into something and enrolled, I don't know, whatever. You're collecting your retirement money and you're getting ready to invest it in something else, or now you're able to do it. Maybe you're going to be able to go on a cruise, do some traveling, something that you've always wanted to do. Whatever it is, you're going to be able to take the next step because you have planned wisely and you've spoken up for yourself and you've been careful to pay attention to the details. And now you have to remain and increase in your integrity. Okay, again, recognizing the dark, all right, but knowing that you have that is a tool in your feather, a feather, they said, a feather in your cap, or just it's there, but you're in a higher, you're doing this from a more spiritual place than, see over here, there were no wings, there's wings here. Okay, so this is proceeding from a higher spiritual place. All right, you have progressed to this. All right, and this king is honest. an objective, but he's looking for peace for everybody, right? Because he's got 2 doves, but there's also a stingray back there. So he can be sharp, but he loves. But he's going to be wise and he's going to be fair. He's going to listen to his spirit guides. He is going to be fierce. Some of you may be dealing with someone who is a Leo. Also, a Leo may be important because I'm seeing like a Leo face there in that wing to me. That looks like a lion's face. So someone may be a Leo. Definitely an air sign. Could be a fire sign. Earth sign. Yeah. I don't see a lot of water. I don't see any water. So, Page of Raphael. Speaking of the water, right? Page of Cups. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. Page of Raphael. Okay, so this is in regards to a love relationship. This would be getting invitations, all right, to go out, social events, tapping into your intuition, getting messages from spirit about your relationship. And these messages are going to lead you towards forgiveness and healing and compromise. But these messages are reminding you, again, that your partner has a dark side just like you do. So don't go into this blindly, all right? Put on your thinking cap, all right? But be grateful for this experience, for this relationship, for the lessons, okay? And there is your wishes for wish fulfillment, for a happy family life and security are going to be at the forefront and that is what you're going to receive, all right? Because you have done the wise planning, all right? And you are waiting for this opportunity to go towards to take the next level of your relationship. So if you're together in union, you're married, this is going to make things solidify. Maybe y'all have been through a little rough time, some kind of contention. If those of you, this is going to like solidify your relationship more. If you are in divorce, I was hearing there's going to be compromise. There's going to be fair discussions and negotiations. Everybody's going to get what they're wanting. Yeah. And then you're going to be able to move on with your lives. Okay. This may be a judge that is going to be fair. All right. But believe me, he can tell when somebody's fronting. So don't try to play with him if that has anything to do with that. And he could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or like I said, I saw a Leo in there. So maybe if that helps for anyone. It could be Earth also. Earth would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So whatever. Don't diss the judge, okay? Or the mediator, don't. Or the counselor, don't. Just know that they're very wise and they can see right through the nonsense, okay? But they're going to be fair, and then you can go on to with knowing that you and your family are going to be safe and well taken care of, and then you can go on to the next thing, is what they're saying. Like, you know, go on with forgiving and healing. So no. For those of you Taurus, since we're talking about emotions now, let's look at the romance angel. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Anything else for Taurus? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. So maybe this is negotiations during a separation. And you're being told to pay attention and do the counseling. Be honest with the counselors. Okay. The children are affecting your relationship. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Alrighty. One more, please, for Taurus. Any more messages for Taurus? One more message for Taurus. Okay, there. All right. All right. Yeah, some of you are very concerned, making sure that you have stability for your families, for your children. All right, and that is affecting your other relationship. Yeah. This is chemistry. You all know chemistry is, yes, there is a strong magnetic physical attraction, but that's also my family card. So yes, this is about family. Bottom of the deck, reconciliation. Okay, so this is about a reconciliation during a separation and the solutions. All right. So give your relationship a chance. Page of Michael, communications. Okay. Open-eyed communication. But communication is the key. You have to communicate with your partner in order to give this relationship a chance. Even the dark, it may be not so nice, it may be a little blunt, it may be a little hurtful, but it needs to be truthful and thoughtful. Okay, but the only way that this is going to be solved, or not the only way, but the way that you're being guided in this message, particularly, I want to say, because you're free to do however, all right? But this is the way that you're being guided in this message if you're drawn to it, right? Talk about it. Communicate. Send messages. If you don't want to talk, you got to send up some kind of a trial, some kind of a kite, something, some signal that's black. It's not saying that you give up. It's saying I'm here, I like to talk, I don't want you to miss this. I'm trying to communicate with you. Yes, okay, for someone, I guess someone needed to hear that. Initiating communication is not giving in. It's saying something's wrong. Like the house is burning. You see the smoke. Calling 911 didn't mean that you're not going to take some water and try to put it out. It just means that there may be a fire here. I need some help. It's a partnership. You're not doing it by yourself. Somebody needed to hear that one, maybe. 10 of Ariel, right, was the children. Again, trying to make sure that you take care of your legacy, that you have enough for retirement and to leave for your children and your grandchildren. Something that's going to create abundance for your children. So they're saying that this relationship is positive because this is a 10 of Ariel. You're being told to give this a chance. Maybe this is telling your children to give your relationship a chance for some of you. And honeymoon fell on top of the 3 of Gabriel. So someone wants to get away, or someone has gone away. Someone has left the situation even, maybe. Or someone is waiting for someone to come and take them away. Like Calgon, right? Commercials. Bath oil, soaps, bath beads. Calgon, take me away. It was a time to get a relaxation, a spa, a little time to yourself, away from the children and the family. Yes. So maybe someone's going, maybe you're waiting to go on a cruise with your honey. Could be for a honeymoon. It could just be for some time together away from the children to give your relationship a chance, because you've been in separation for such a while, and this would be a solution towards reconciliation. King of Michael. So this is communication from a very rational, respected person. Someone who is wise and being honest. So if this, and that's covered by chemistry. So perhaps your loved one, the person that you're interested in, is going to be talking to you about their family. And whatever they're telling you is rational and principled. They could be talking to you about your family. You could be talking to them about their family, if this is what is part of the reason for the separation. So whatever they're saying to you, you can trust it. But if you're the one bringing this information, please be honest and open, because it's very important right now to be in your integrity in these negotiations if you want a positive reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to you, to your life. If this is what you want, because you were calling in your soulmate, even though there may be differences between the two of you, the way that you all look at life, or way you all handle family, or whatever, but you all both are on a spiritual path, and you have this in common, and this is an indication of a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection. So maybe all you gotta do is flirt a little bit, send a little message. Don't be so heavy, okay? And let go of control issues. Pay attention to those romantic feelings. Very soon, because this is your true love. All right? Just pay attention to the red flags and keep an open mind. So, this was a past life relationship, and it is safe for you to love. But first, you have to release your ex and heal these family issues, because you're passionate about this person. And this could lead to an engagement, more open communication. Again, the leveling up, right? A new love. So just free yourself. Don't worry about your finances and career. Trust this attraction and stay optimistic, because this was worth waiting for. Don't be afraid. You were just getting to know one another. Take some time. Retreat, the both of you together. Let your friends help you. Ask your spirit guides. This could result in a wedding. This could be the one. Make the effort. And stop fooling yourself. You deserve love with this soulmate. But you got to learn to love yourself first. Express your love. Forgive and learn. Codependencies lead to and come from unrequited love. Have heart-to-heart conversations and be playful with your partner. Those are all the cards, folks. That's what they told me to do. So somewhat in that is a message. Just this is part of what goes on in relationships. The entire deck is here. It just depends the way you look at things and the way it starts out. But when you start with the right foundation, the rest of it falls into place. Thank you, Ashe. That's what they said. So, if you needed to be reassured, watch it again, run it back, because I'm going to, because I don't know what that all was, but it made sense, and I used all the cards. So, you all let me know. For those of you who are looking for something that is more geared towards the 4212 twin flame specific journey, you're in separation or non-communication, but you're in recognition. Winter. This is from the Mystic Moon Oracle. Let's see. Somebody wants to timestamp it, you could do that. I appreciate it. Awakening. Okay. So for some of you in the winter, there was an awakening for your partner, you and your partner, or for your partner. And they are going to return. Okay, that is that message. Bottom of the deck by the spring. Okay, excellent. Is there any messages for Taurus from their partner in regards to a message while I'm doing this reading for Taurus? This is just a message because you will always wait to the last. And it's your birthday coming next. I already finished May, so. Is it possible to forgive and forget? My mind and heart always come back to you. Is that it? Anything else? Any other messages for Taurus from their partner? Okay, we got it. Would you reject me? So, bottom of the deck. I wish I could take back the things that I said. So someone is regretting their actions or the things that they said to you, and they want to know if you can forgive them. Or would you reject them? And they always think of you. Okay. Yeah, so winter. Is it possible to forgive and forget? For some of you, something happened in the winter time that maybe before the awakening. My mind and heart always goes back to you. So maybe they did something shady in the winter, and the fact that they couldn't forget it or release it, or it wasn't as casual for them as it had normally been in the past for some of you. Okay, for some of you, something that your partner has always been doing, has been used to doing, didn't pan out or didn't give them the rush for some of you, or they just felt guilty, a tinge for some of them, a twinge, small, of guilt that they're not used to having. They felt a little ashamed of themselves for some of them. Not guilty, ashamed. I guess there's a difference. There's an ego thing, I guess. I don't know. Guilty, ashamed. Felt ashamed, like they couldn't look you in your eye. They're afraid to look you in the eye. For some of you. Afraid to look you in the eye. But they always were thinking about you because they had the awakening. And since the awakening, you have been on their mind. And they would like to return, but they're afraid that you would reject them. Okay. So that's what somebody's thinking. What else? No. Let's see what your guidance is. Let's do that. Yeah, let's get your guidance about this situation for you, Taurus. For those of you who need some of that, maybe this will help you in the situation with the twin flame thing while I look and think and think and look. No. Okay, daily guidance. Oh, ooh, innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. So forgive and forget, all right? Understand that all things that occur is part of the contract, right? All things happen as the divine, as the universe, as you contracted, as you and your partner, your family, friends, your soulmates, as you agreed, all right? Because this is all part of the plan. So allow that knowledge to permeate as you go through these negotiations, these separations, these requests for forgiveness from your partner. See, this is a card that addresses however way this goes. Even in business, easy come, easy go. This is how it goes, right? Things happen for a reason. All things work together for the good. But that doesn't mean that you could not have the desire for someone to render an apology. Just like forgiveness, okay? You can forgive yourself and forgive your partner. But you can also be grateful for the opportunity to apologize, because that helps you to clear up some of your karma or not create any new karma, because I'm sure that you probably have gone through enough that your karma is, your slate is clean. Let's not create any further karma, all right? unnecessarily. Wow. That flew all the way over there. Synchronicity. See? You don't need to worry about those numbers. That's why I flew all the way over there. Okay? You got that. But the colors here for this thing, I was just looking. The colors are synchronistic. Mm-hmm. Yep. As I'm looking at it, this mess on my table, I'm seeing pinks and blues and purples, royalty, and white light surrounding all of it. White light around all of it. So 50-55 when I said that into this. The bottom of the deck, spirituality, 77 again, that same purple color. And 19, pride. Your ancestors are proud of the work you've done, the progress. That's why they want to let you know. They're applauding you again. Those synchronicities around you. So when you see them, acknowledge them. Ashego. But don't stop running, down the rabbit hole thinking that there's directions for you to follow. No. They want you to pay attention to your intuitive messages, other gifts that you have. Don't rely so heavily on the definitions of these number sequences. Pay more attention to your messages that you get and the confirmations that you may get from others, verbally, that type of thing. But pay attention to sounds, aromas, they said. Nose ticklings, ears, ringings, other things that you may have started to experience or experience new things during your awakenings, whatever new gifts, whatever you know that you have just acquired recently or have enhanced. You've always had them, but enhanced knowledge or recognition of them, and you're trying to work with them and learn how to use them, or to see how they work. Those things will be helping you with your intuition, they say. Those things, those tools. So you're going to become more reliant on your intuition and the tools rather than the synchronicities. Synchronicities is just that you're doing it right, that you got it. Yes, a confirmation after the fact, not instructions of what to do. Just, yes, applause. Good girl, good boy. Okay? That's what they say. If it's ever different, you'll know but your intuition will tell you. I say. So that must be important because it was said earlier. So hopefully that's all they wanted to say. Is that it? It's 53 to 28. Yes. Is it okay? Good. All right. I guess that's it. If you all need some further clarity, don't hesitate to send an email to me at T as in Peter, B as in boy, tarot, T as in Tom, A as in apple, R as in rat, O as open, T as Tom, the number 7, just 7, at gmail.com. All right. Or you can hit me up on Instant Go, the Instant Go app, which is on Apple products, I believe, iPad, and iPhone. Instant Go, look for Patsy, and you can ask me a question, and I'll be able to get back to you. All right. If you need price lists or anything like that, just let me know. Send me the email. I'll get back to you, or leave a message in the comment section, and I'll send you a link to the price list. Okay? So these messages are timeless. If it resonates, good. If not, you know a Taurus, send it to them. Maybe it'll resonate with them. All right? Share it with your partner. Thank you all for allowing me to bring you these messages. I'll be talking to each of you very soon. All right? Be well. And thank you for your subscriptions, your likes, your comments. I appreciate it more than you know. All right. And the request for readings and those things, my family and I appreciate those things. And your donations. Okay. Thank you. So, talk to everyone real soon. I say peace.